d4, d5, c4, e6, knight f3, knight f6, knight c3, h6, e3, knight bd7, knight e5, d takes c4, knight takes c4, c5, d takes c5, bishop takes c5, bishop e2, castle kingside, castle kingside, a6, knight d6, knight e5, knight takes c8, rook takes c8, queen b3, b5, rook d1, queen e7, bishop d2, knight c6, a3, bishop b6, bishop e1, rook c7, knight a2, knight d5, knight c3, knight f6, knight a2, rook fc8, knight b4, knight takes b4, bishop takes b4, queen e8, a4, bishop c5, a takes b5, a takes b5, bishop e1, b4, bishop f3, queen e7, g3, g6, rook a4, rook b8, rook c1, bishop d6, rook d1, king g7, rook a6, bishop c5, rook c1, knight d7, bishop e2, knight e5, rook ca1, h5, h4, queen f6, king g2, queen f5, rook c1, rook bc8, rook a5, knight g4, queen d3, queen f6, b3, knight e5, queen e4, knight d7, rook c4, queen b2, queen c2, queen f6, bishop takes b4, bishop takes b4, rook takes c7, rook takes c7, queen takes c7, bishop takes a5, queen takes a5, queen b2, queen a7, Knight f6, bishop f3, queen takes b3, queen d4, queen b5, queen c3, e5, queen c6, queen a5, queen b7, queen c5, queen a8, queen d6, queen a1, queen e6, queen c3, king h7, queen b2, knight d7, queen c3, knight f6, queen b2, queen f5, queen c3, king g7, queen b2, queen e6, queen c3, queen d6, queen b2, knight d7, queen c3, knight c5, bishop e2, knight e4, queen c4, knight f6, bishop f3, queen d2, queen a4, queen b2, queen c4, e4, bishop takes e4, knight g4, queen d4, check, queen takes d4, e takes d4, king f6, king f3, knight h6, bishop c2, king e7, king e4, king d6, bishop b3, f6, bishop a2, g5, bishop b3, knight g4, f3, knight h6, bishop a2, king e7, h takes g5, f takes g5, f4, g takes f4, king takes f4, king f6, bishop b1, knight f7, bishop d3, knight g5, bishop e2, knight e6, check, king e4, king g5, d5,